Hi Chewies, here's Alexandra and welcome to another video. In my last video I showed you a general overview about the Codex Space Marines, but now we have a deeper look into the new rules about the chapter tactics. So let's dive right into it. Here we have now first the disclaimer, the Black Templars. The Black Templars are the exception to the successor chapter rules. They are a successor chapter of the Imperial Fists, but use their own chapter tactics, as later in this section. Also, if you have an older codex with stuff that refers to Codex Black Templars, it is now referring to this here, the chapter tactics Black Templars. So, how to work with the chapter tactics? You have to choose your first detachment, your main detachment of your army, and there you have to choose a chapter tactics for that. In addition, you can ally this first chapter to another wing of your army with a totally different chapter tactic. If you do that, you can take whatever chapter tactic you want, but you treat those not as the same army, but as battle brothers, like in the normal codex, not codex, in a normal rulebook is written. So now let's dive right into it. At first we have the chapter tactics for the Ultramarines. Ultramarines have the following: the combat doctrines. This detachment can utilize each of the following combat doctrines once per game. To do so, at the start of your turn, state which doctrine you wish to use, if any. That doctrine is in effect until the beginning of your next turn. You can only use one combat doctrine per turn. Then you have the Tactical, Assault and Devastator doctrine. That means tactical doctrine models in this detachment reroll all to hit rolls of 1 made in the shooting phase. Models in the detachment's tactical squads instead reroll all failed to hit rolls made in the shooting phase. And that applies to the other stuff as well. So assault, meaning assault marines, bikes and attack bikes, assault squads will have that. Units in this detachment can reroll their charge range. Models in the detachment's assault squad, bike squad, and attack bike squad instead have the fleet rule. Sorry for that. And models in this detachment for devastators may reroll to hit with snapshots, including Overwatch shots. In addition, models in the detachment's devastator squads have the relentless special rule unless they disembark from a transport in their movement phase. So those are some really interesting mechanics you have for the Ultramarines that will benefit a well-balanced army with some tactical squads, assault squads, and devastator squads. Really interesting. White Scars chapter tactics. Born in the Saddle, models in this detachment with the bike unit type automatically pass dangerous terrain tests and receive +1 to the Jink cover saves. In addition, they add 1 strength to when they're resolving their Hammer of Wrath hits. Fighting in the move, models in this detachment have the hit and run special rule. This does not apply to Terminator Armor, Devastator Centurions or Assault Centurions. And here are the rules for Jink and blah blah blah. So, Born in the Saddle and Fight on the Move. This is for White Scars. Then Imperial Fist. This is, in my opinion, the best chapter tactic. Bolter Drill. Models in this detachment may re-roll all hit rolls of 1 made with bolt pistols, bolt guns, storm bolters, heavy bolters, or combi weapons that are firing as bolters. This rule does not apply to Hellfire, Kraken, Vengeance, or Dragonfire rounds. Then the army has Siege Master. Models in this detachment, Devastator Squads and Centurion Devastator Squads have the Tank Hunter special rule and add 1 to the result when rolling on the building damage table. Very interesting. Tank Hunters, a unit that contains... Whoops. Come on. A unit that contains at least one model with a special rule re-rolls failed armor penetration rolls against vehicles and can choose to re-roll glancing hits in an attempt to instead make a penetrating hit. I find this very, very interesting. So, Bolter Drill and Tank Hunter for Devastators. I find this absolutely enormous. Then we have the Black Templars here. They have to accept all the challenges and can reroll failed to hit rolls against the challengee and have the rending special rule in a challenge. Crusader Black Templars models have the Crusade and Adamantium Will special rule. In addition, Black Templars detachments have access to a special unit called a Crusader Squad. This means here's another standard squad in here, the so-called Crusader Squad, in which you can use not tactical Marines, but Marines with bolt pistol and chainswords if you want to. So you can exchange your bolter with a bolt pistol and chainsword, and you can put neophytes in this squad. Normally the Black Templar equivalent of using their scouts. So if you want that in your army, you have to use the chapter tactics, or you could, for example, use an Imperial Fist chapter tactics and make a second detachment with Black Templars tactics. That would work, but then the bolter drill would not be affected by the Black Templars, and vice versa. Here's the rule for the chapter tactics and Black Templars. So, Iron Hands. The flesh is weak. Models in this detachment have the Feel No Pain 6+ special rule. I personally find that is interesting, but a 6+ roll is meh. In 1 in a 6 chance is, in my opinion, not worth taking. There are better chapter tactics. Machine Empathy. All vehicles and characters in this detachment have the It Will Not Die special rule. So, meaning that a damaged vehicle can regenerate their hull points. Yeah, and Tech Marines and Masters of the Forge detachment add 1 to the Blessing of the Omnisphere rolls. So they are repairing vehicles better, but in my opinion, in this edition of Warhammer 40k, vehicles aren't that good anymore, and so if you want to rely on Tech Marines on repairing vehicles, this might be a go for it, but I don't feel it. So, Salamanders Chapter Tactics, Flamecraft. This is basically the same than that Vulcan Heston has granted the army previously in the previous edition. So, models in this detachment can reroll their saving throws against wounds caused by flamer weapons. Furthermore, flamer weapons used in models in this detachment may reroll failed to wound rolls and armor penetration rolls that do not result in glancing or penetrating hits. Master Artisan. During army selection, each character in this detachment may upgrade one of his weapon, even one purchased as an upgrade, to have the Master Crafted special rule at no additional cost. And Master Crafted there. So, if you want the Melter special rule, Melters to be twin-linked, then you have to pick Vulcan Heston again. But generally, if you want to go Flamer heavy with your army, maybe Salamanders is something for you. Raven Guard, Chapter Tactics, Strike from the Shadows. Models in this detachment have the Scout special rule. In addition, on the first game turn, models in this detachment have the Stealth special rule. Note that units that include models with a bulky or very bulky special rule does not benefit from either. of these rules. Winged Deliverance. Jump infantry models in this detachment may use their jump packs in both the movement and assault phase of the same turn. Furthermore, they must re-roll failed to wound rolls caused by their Hammer of Wrath hits. This is also a very, very interesting chapter tactic if you want to go with jump infantry heavy. So yeah, 3 jump infantry squads and 3 of the elite squads. Then you have basically 6 jump infantry squads, and well, moving in the movement and the assault phase is quite powerful, I think. I can see Raven Guard armies pop up in tournaments all over the world. So that were the chapter tactics here for all the chapters. As I said about the Salamanders, there are, like in the edition before, special characters that also grant additional benefits to your army if you put them in. Also, there are other special characters you can only take if your detachment has the specific detachment. So you can't use Sergeant Talion now in an Imperial Fists army unless you use an Imperial Fists army with the Ultramarines chapter tactics. So if you have a non-specific army, like for example the Blood Ravens or other Space Marine chapters that are not clearly as one of the Blood Angels, Dark Angels, Space Wolves, or one of the here written ones, then you can just pick one, whatever you like. So, those are the chapter tactics. I hope you liked this video, and we see us in the next one. Here, Alexandra.